Depression and anxiety are serious matters. This video is intended as an informational commercial and is not intended to make jokes of these subjects in any way. If you need help, please reach out to a person you trust or a doctor. Has engineering been making you feel anxious or stressed? Are you constantly tired and drained? Has it changed you into someone you don't recognize anymore? Does it make you think about the last time you had fun? Well, you're not alone in this. Depression hurts. Cymbalta can help.
Cymbalta is an FDA-approved drug that can treat both depression and anxiety. It can treat nerve pain and numbness for people with diabetes, arthritis, and fibromyalgia. Pharmaceutically known as Duloxetine, this drug is classified as an SNRI, or serotonin norepinephrine reuptake inhibitor. Serotonin and norepinephrine are neurotransmitters in the brain that create a feel-good sensation. They are released from the presynaptic nerve, and when they connect with the receptors on the postsynaptic nerve ending, they create that euphoric feeling that makes you feel like everything's going to be okay.
Duloxetine can help treat your depression by binding to neurotransmitter transport proteins. This prevents the reabsorption of neurotransmitters into your presynaptic nerve ending, increasing the intensity of the feel-good sensation as they can repeatedly reattach to the receptors. This makes the user happier and more alert. In studies, the specific proteins that duloxetine binds to are the 4-MM6 and 4-MMD proteins, which are both leucine BAT mutants. They are homologs of the actual proteins that duloxetine reacts with in the body, called biogenic amine transporters, or BATs. BATs are unable to be analyzed with traditional analysis, so researchers are limited in the knowledge of the actual mechanism. Duloxetine's supposed mechanism is described as attaching to the transmembrane helix, or TM, wedging between TM3 or TM8 and TM1 or TM6, and locks the transporter in a sodium and chloride-bound outward-facing open conformation. BATs fall under the neurotransmitter sodium symporter protein superfamily, which are known to move neurotransmitters and sodium ions from the extracellular space into the cytoplasm. They highly regulate the extracellular concentrations, like of norepinephrine and serotonin, by the process of uptake, where the transmitters are translocated back into the nerve terminal. But when these transmitters are not balanced or controlled properly, disorders like depression can arise. In studies, the leucine BATs provide a primary active site to which neurotransmitters like serotonin and norepinephrine would typically be able to bind and return back to the nerve terminal. Duloxetine competitively inhibits this primary active site, limiting the neurotransmitters binding in the active site and preventing uptake or reabsorption.
Duloxetine binds to this active site through several different non-covalent interactions. Duloxetine sits in the main part of the binding pocket. The dashed blue lines, which represent hydrogen bonds, are one of the ways duloxetine uses non-covalent interactions to bind to the protein. Specifically, the amine group of duloxetine forms a hydrogen bond with asparagine and tyrosine residues of the protein. Meanwhile, the naphthalene ring on the duloxetine is sandwiched by hydrophobic residues, two tyrosine residues, valine and phenylalanine, depicted by dashed gray lines. Lastly, the sulfur-containing ring of the duloxetine pokes out of the binding pocket into the outer area of the protein. Using its pair of double bonds, the sulfur-containing ring interacts with the phenylalanine through pi-pi interactions, represented by a green dashed line. With all these interactions, duloxetine is able to prevent neurotransmitters from being reabsorbed, allowing you to feel better and happier.
Duloxetine should only be taken if you have serious or long-lasting symptoms of depression. Side effects for engineers can include lack of sleep, too much sleep, increased procrastination due to increased happiness, overthinking, making too many assumptions, not making the right assumptions, forgetting to assume, and many others. Please consult a doctor before taking Cymbalta. Ask your doctor about Cymbalta. Depression hurts. Cymbalta can help.